Hey my loves, I am going to be telling you my pregnancy story today, or how I found out I was pregnant. This is kind of interesting. You might want to see. So I didn't really tell anybody I was pregnant like that until I was probably at least 6 months pregnant. And for the longest, even up to like the 7th, almost 8th month, you couldn't even tell I was pregnant. Like, especially if I wore like something loose, like you wouldn't have known. You would have just thought I was gaining a couple pounds. But after I did start telling people, a lot of people were like, oh my God, how'd you find out? How'd you tell Chris? Blah, blah, blah. So I was just like, it might be kind of fun to do a video on it, you know? So let's get into it. So it was summer. It was July, the beginning of July of last year. And me and one of my friends, we ended up going down to Florida for her family reunion. She wanted me to meet them. It was just gonna be a really fun weekend, right? So I was like, of course, it's cool, let's go. So I stay at her house. We leave early in the morning, like 4 a.m. She drove half the way there, and I drove the rest of the way there. Probably after like 8 in the morning, we went to gas stations, switched all that. And she had her son in the back, so it was just us three, driving like 9 or 10 hours, I think. We were going to Jacksonville. I'm not going to tell all the details, but yeah, just to get you into it. We get to Florida, right? We get to her family's house, we meet everybody, it's cool. We're just chilling, you know, like getting settled in and everything. I believe that was the first or second. We came back on the 4th, so I'll get into that. Anyway, it was the weekend prior, right before the 4th of July. We're down at her family's, we're chilling, we're having cookouts, we're going to the beach, we're having a really good time. So one of the evenings or days that we were cooking out at her family's, her family had made like everything, yo, like, you know, black people cook. So they had it all. And even though I was eating healthy, I was with all my stuff, like, you know, I was about to eat. So when they were cooking, I was just like, I was sitting there, and before they started cooking, they were telling me like, we're gonna make this. I'm like, oh my God. I'm already excited, like, get in my mouth. But once they started cooking and I was smelling stuff, I'm like, ew. All the smells mixed together, like I felt so sick. I'm like, what is going on? I don't even know. So I just went outside for a while. I'm like, okay. So when the food's ready, I make my big plate. Like, I didn't care what it smelled like. I was still about to eat, and I ate it. And then I sat down for a while. I got up and I ate again. Replay, I ate it again. And I'm just like, yo, like, my appetite, like, how does none of this stuff smell good, but I'm eating like crazy? Like, I was just tripping. I don't know. So we ended up going to the hair store or beauty supply, whatever. We had to get some little makeup and whatnot for the night because we were about to go out. And my friend was like, hey, do you have a tampon or something like that? And I was like, no, I didn't start my period. And she's like, what? You didn't start your period? Like, we were around each other enough that our periods were in sync. So she was on her period and she needed a tampon. I didn't have one. I'm like, I haven't started yet. And she's like, you're supposed to have it, blah, blah, blah. You need to take a pregnancy test and check if you're pregnant. I'm like, girl. I can't even get pregnant. Like, I was like self-diagnosing myself. Like, anyway, I didn't think I could get pregnant for some reason. Or even if I could, I didn't think I was. So We stopped at a little Dollar Tree or something. We grabbed the pregnancy test. We went back to her family's house, and I didn't really think anything of it. Like, I had it in the bag. I was like, yeah, I'll take it in a little bit. We got to talking to her family and everything, and time went by, and then it was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay, let me grab it real quick. So I went to the bathroom, took the pregnancy test, and like I said, it was just, I just really did not feel like I was pregnant. So I took it and I flipped it over. I put it on the back of the toilet, and I washed my hands, everything, and I went back out. And then like 2 hours later, she was like, when are you gonna take the test? And I was like, oh my God, I forgot. I totally forgot. So I went back in the room, or back in the bathroom. Like, I'm walking in there like, haha, talking, having conversation on my way into the bathroom. And I shut the door and I flipped it over, and my whole mood, like my whole face flipped upside down. It was positive, obviously. And I was just like, I had so many things were going through my mind when I saw that. I wasn't happy, I wasn't sad. I was like in total shock. Like, this cannot be happening. This is not real right now. I'm like, I just lost this weight. I'm in the process of trying to lose weight. Why am I pregnant right now? This just can't be. So I'm like, by this point, I'm like in the corner of the bathroom. It's like one of those bathrooms that has like the bathtub and the sink and everything, and then the bathroom, the actual toilet, is in a separate room. So I shut that door and I just like sunk into the corner and I started crying. I was like, oh my God. For one, Chris was at home. I didn't want to call him or FaceTime him crying like, hey, I'm pregnant, and him just be like, what, are you serious? Like, I wanted to tell him in person, but I was so scared. Like, we had always talked about it, and he said that he wanted to have a baby in the future, same as me, but that, bless you, that was not enough in the future for either one of us. So I tried to enjoy the rest of the weekend while we were there. We went out and everything. I didn't drink or anything because I knew I still managed to have a good time. And then the drive back, I was like, oh my God, my back is hurting. Like, hi. I think someone wants to help me tell this story. Who better to help me tell this story than my friend here? Say what's up, Kai. Say what's up. Hey. Everybody's saying he looks like me now, but I think he looks just like his dad. Still don't see it. What do you think, Kai? Do you look like mom? Do you look like mom, or you look like dad? Yeah, you look like dad. Anywho, so you're gonna be looking at the camera the whole time now. He's getting bigger. Sam, where's you? He is 3 months old now. BTW. Or almost. Next week, right? Is it next week? Yeah, it's next week. So I was tripping, you guys. Like I said, the whole way home. Oh, before we even, I'm just jumping all around. I'm terrible at telling stories sometimes. But the day before we leave, I'm like, how am I going to tell Chris when I get home? Like, I don't just want to come home and be like, hey, I'm pregnant. So my friend was like, why don't you get him like one of those little cases with a pen, like a pen box or whatever, and put the pregnancy test in one of those. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll just wrap it up, do that, put a bow on it, stick it. Let that be that. But we get to Walmart and they ain't got no pen box. They really don't even have anything like that I could think of to put in it like that. So I ended up getting a shot glass, like I don't know, like a quadruple shot glass, like really tall. Matter of fact, I forgot I brought it over here. I got this shot glass, Jack's Beach. Said we were in Jacksonville. Yeah, so you see it's pretty big. And I stuffed this glass with, I put M&Ms in the bottom, and then I had like some green and pink wrapping paper, tissue paper, and I like wrapped it up in that, and I just stuffed it in the top. And so I was holding it, looking at it like the whole way home, and I'm just like, how am I gonna do this? I'm so nervous, but I'm excited. I want to cry, I want to scream, I want to laugh, like so many emotions, y'all. Yeah, so many. I had so many. Yo, look at his head. Look at Patchy. Look at that bald spot. I need to put some chia seeds on your head, boy. Yeah, it's alright. If you're anything like mom, you gonna have a fro. Ooh, he is squirmy, y'all. He is squirmy. And he only weighs 9 pounds. Still. Yeah. But we finally get back hours and hours later. And Chris was waiting at her house. I told him that I was going to be back any minute. And he was like, okay, I'm on my way to come get you. He comes to get me. We talk. It's like, I missed you so much, blah, blah, blah. Hugs and kisses, all that good stuff. And we get back to the house. And he's like, the whole way home, he's like telling me how much he loves me. And like we had a little argument before I left. And like, excuse me. And we were God, I miss titty milk for you. Anyway, when we he's telling me how much he loves me, all that, and I'm just like, I'm half there, I'm listening to what he's saying, but I'm really like scared out of my mind, like shaking, like I didn't know how to bring it up, what to say. So he continues talking when we're going into the house, and I'm just like, stop, wait. Don't bust my lip again, please. I was like, I have to give you something. I got a present for you when I was in Florida, and I went to go grab it out of my bag and hand it to him. And when I did, dang, yo, heavy-hearted. So I handed him the glass, and I started crying when I handed it to him, and he looked at me like, if you're giving me a gift, why are you crying? And I was just like, just open it. So when I said that, he pulled out the tissue paper so quick. He started unwrapping it. He just pulled it out and found this. Now, if any of you ladies or anybody watching this knows, pregnancy tests fade, whether they're positive or negative, whatever. After a while, the lines go away. So this is the very first pregnancy test I took, and you can't tell anything now. Yes, I still have it. And he looked at me. Let me see if I can reenact his very look. This is everything that happened. This is what he said. Is this real? Babe? Oh my, you're pregnant? Oh my God. Like, I can still see every face that he made. And I was just so in the moment, like I didn't even get a chance to record it because I wanted to so bad, and I said I was going to. I would look back on that video so often if I had that now. But his face was priceless. And we talked about it for like the whole rest of the night, and it was just like, it was unreal to both of us. Just like just like I was, he was in shock. Like, he was so happy. I was happy. It was just like love all over us, but it was crazy. And that was the 4th of July, actually, the night of 4th. So right when I was telling him that, right behind us, there was like fireworks going off in the back, and I was like, this is crazy. We went downstairs and we stood outside on the sidewalk, and fireworks were just going off. I'll never forget. And he hugged me, kissed me on the forehead. He was like, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna do this. We're really gonna do this. We're gonna be a family. Yeah. So that was that. And then 9 months later, 10 months later. Yep. You. So I'm here. I came. Yep. Here's me. Yeah. You gonna be smiley? Why are you so serious? Because I'm hungry, Mom. I'm hungry. But honestly, that was so unreal. To this day, I still can't believe I had a baby with Chris. That is the love of my life, for real. Like, no relationship I've ever been in touches ours in any way. Like, I'm not gonna go in and on and all lovey-dovey and everything, but that's my pregnancy story. And if you guys kind of enjoyed hearing that, then let me know, because of course I have the footage and everything from when I was pregnant, when I had him in the hospital and everything. So if that's something you guys might want to see, then comment below and let me know. And let us know. Let us know. Why are you so serious? Anyway, so yeah, let me know, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead, comment below and tell me your pregnancy story. If you have one on your channel, if you have a video, let me know and I'll watch it. And I'll subscribe to you. But until next time, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Say bye, Kai.